Hi everyone, so today's look is a somewhat natural look. Anyways, the colors are fairly natural. This is a fairly easy eye look to accomplish. I was requested to please use the Naked 2 palette, so I have done that. Now this is a look that I would see myself wearing every day on the go. This is going to be super easy to execute once you get in the routine or habit of doing it. If this is something that you think you'd like to do every day. I know the lashes may not be for every day, but you can always skip those. This is just my style. This is something I'd see myself wearing every day, so it's exactly where I went with it. So once again, the eye is super easy to execute. You don't have to do this much liner. The blush is just a really nice pretty pink flush, and the lip is just one color. So I hope that you enjoy this look, and thanks so much for watching. Now I've already applied my Too Faced Shadow Insurance all over the lid, just a nice clear primer, and we'll get started on the look. So now that I've zoomed you in, we're going to get started on the look, and I'm going to be taking the Naked 2 palette. I actually really like this palette a little bit more than the other one because packaging is more secure, all that good stuff. Plus this palette really brings out blue, green, hazel eyes, brown eyes. I think the color selection is fabulous, and it's a little bit more of a nudie Naked palette. So I'm going to be grabbing a little bit of Foxy, which is just a yellow undertoned highlight shade, and I'm going to be taking the Pirouette number 8 brush, which is just this flat shader brush, and I'm going to be doing a wash of color all the way from the lid to the brow bone. Now if this color is way too yellow based for you, feel free to take Bootycall instead, or whatever highlight color pleases you. I'm gonna dab that into the brow bone, or sorry, into the inner tear duct as well. I'm also gonna be taking it up to the brow bone, definitely patting a little excess into the arch. Pat that all over. You get the general idea, just an all over wash of color. I just like to be very precise and even with it. Taking one of my new favorite socket line brushes, we're just going to be taking the Pirouette number 13, and this is just kind of fits directly into the socket, but what I also really like about it is you can just go underneath the lash line, really get a nice smudge as well. So to help continue on with this look, I'm going to be taking Half Baked, which is just that golden color directly underneath a Foxy, and this Pirouette brush. So I'm going to grab a little bit of that and just pack this into the crease. I'm going to start from the very outer corner first. And I like this really kind of just warm coppery gold color because it really kind of brings out the tones in your eye, and it livens you up. It gives you a little something something without trying too hard to get that something something, if that makes any sense. Plus you could find these gold colors. You don't have to take the Naked 2 palette. You could find this gold color in quite a variety of Physicians Formula Naked palettes, which I know they're not the cheapest drugstore item, but I think Physicians Formula has been worth the asking price if you ask me. So, and what I just did right there with this flat brush was I took a little bit of Foxy and just sort of blended right over Half Baked. Now I'm going to be taking a little bit of Bootycall, which is just that light pink, and if you've been following my channel for a little while, you might have known that I'm a sucker for a good highlight color because I think that they really kind of help make the look. So I'm just going to take Bootycall and pack that right into the arch of the brow bone just to really bring it out. Now I'm going to be taking a little bit of Tease, and we're going to be lining, holding it at an angle doesn't help clearly. I'm going to be taking a little bit of Tease, which is that matte light purple taupey color, and we're going to be lining this through the socket as well. So we're just going to go into the deep crease. And we're just giving a little bit of definition, which definitely works well with matte eyeshadows. I'm going to be now doing a C-shaped eye, which is very kind of like a classic Kat Von D look, which gives her like that really sultry look without being overly obvious cat eye It's a really pretty shape. We're going to be doing a little bit of a circle and pulling that dark color along the lash line. So it almost kind of works to soften the liner and give you a little bit of definition in your crease. Now to really keep with what I typically like to do, even on a day-to-day basis, yes, this is typically what I do, is take the Too Faced Perfect Eyes Waterproof Eyeliner, and this is in Perfect Black. So we're just going to take a little bit of that and smudge along the lower lash line. You can see it's so inky, I barely touched it. And we're going to tightline as well so that the lashes look deeper and the final appearance of the look. And I'm just going to take the beveled edged smudger and blend that along the lower lash line. That's just really going to help set the liner a little bit. Take eyeshadow if you need to. Some people will have to, based on skin chemistry. It's just very creamy. Taking just a very light amount of pressure, I'm just going to line the upper lash line and really try to dig that into the lash hairs. Now I'm going to be taking the beveled edged smudger, which is such a key part of this pencil. And I'm just going to smudge that along the upper lash line and give it like a very soft cat eye effect. And since this pencil is so creamy, it's so easy to work with, so if you're in a hurry, you could do this and you'll be fine. Now, if you have no time for eye makeup whatsoever, I wouldn't recommend doing the eyeliner alone because you can make your eyes look sunken in. If you have no time to do any eye makeup whatsoever, I'd probably just do mascara and then your typical face routine. If you have a little extra time with a little bit of practice, you should be able to bam out your favorite eye look as fast as possible because it'll just be a routine. Now I'm going to be taking a little bit of Blackout, which is right up here at top. Maybe it's too dark in here. It appears to be too dark in here, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you see something different. But I'm just going to plait this over all the eyeliner. I got the lights as bright as I can, but it's raining outside, and that's always an issue, of course. Now I'm going to be taking the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof liquid eyeliner, and this is in Intense Black. Or the package says Intense Black, the pen says Carbon Black. Whatever you want to call it. I'm going to line the upper lash line. Oops. Perhaps this pen's a little easier to watch my hand movements than the Urban Decay one. I'm just going to do a little bit of flick, out to the side. It certainly is more matte, which is why I went back to it. And now you can do what you want with this look. The mascara is already on. Too Faced Size Queen. My Hourglass Film Noir Lash Lacquer is on to enhance the lashes, particularly the bottom set. Now from day to day, I may choose to wear false eyelashes. Now I do work a lot of shifts at night, so even if I go with a more neutral eye, I do want a little bit of an emphasis just to give my look a little bit of fun, some oomph. So that's when, you know, a lot of my celebrity looks or pinup inspired looks come in, is because they're a little bit of that beautiful look but with some glam. So a very natural pair you can take is Wispies. If these are too long for you, I understand that they're a little on the long side for a natural lash. You could take Demi Wispies. You could also take Demi 120s. Those are so beautiful. Now, if you really want to put on the glitz with the lips, your polish, your everything else, you could go with a little bit of, you know, these are big, these are Tyra's Runway lashes. You could do that to really put some emphasis on the eye. So it's very, very up to you. I'm going to try to keep this look on a little bit more of a neutral scale as requested, but with, of course, my flair. So I'm going to be taking the Wispies, as I do love them personally. I'm not afraid of a little bit of length on my lashes. Pop those on and be right back. Alright, so I've put on my foundation with the Pirouette. Number 5 again. And I'm going to take the Milani HD Advanced Concealer, and this is just one of those really great tools that'll sort of bump up a look. You can apply it really fast, just a little underneath the eyes, give the eye a really polished look. Take the Beauty Blenders from Soho, New York, and we're just going to pop this, pat it under the eye. I like to really pat it down so that it has maximum coverage underneath the eye. Then take the tip to really blend it out so that it doesn't crease on me. I'm going to take the Beauty Wise Translucent Finishing Powder, and it's from holisticbeauty.net, which is a really fun kind of vegan holistic shop. And I'm going to take a little bit of that in the lid, and I'm going to pop this on the Pirouette number 2. I'm going to first start by setting underneath the eyes so that that doesn't go anywhere, and then finish up the face. So I've already put on from the Too Faced the Bronze and the Beautiful palette, which I like if you like bronzer. And I took the Chocolate Soleil, which is one of my favorite products in this palette, and I've literally bronzed the face with a light touch, which is very easy to do with this Pirouette brush in number 2. And this powder, it's very silky, so it just glides on the face, and I just kind of go in a large C shape to get, like, I guess a little more color on the face. I don't really want to contour it because that will just leave the face very pale with just a contour. So if you feel like you have too much color for your face, what you can do is just go down the neck a little bit. I really like to avoid like right about here because I noticed that that never works for me. I'm going to take the Pirouette number 4. This reminds me of the MAC 116, which I was definitely loving to do. If you've watched my Strawberry Blush and Bronzing Techniques video, I love that brush for that. So I can link that blush technique video in the bottom bar if you'd like to see more in depth. And I'm just going to take Tarte's Amazonian Clay Shimmer Blush in Frisky. This is their new formula. This is listed as a vibrant coral, which I was shocked because I actually thought this was closer to Healthy Beauty, which is a red, than it is to Tipsy, which is a coral. So either way, it's a pretty color. I don't care how you want to describe it. It's beautiful. So I'm going to take the Pirouette number 4. And I'm just going to start in the middle of the cheek. So the bronzer is the chocolate covered strawberries, and you pop that on the cheek. And you have your strawberry. So that's the middle of the strawberry. Then you have the bottom of your strawberry. And then just a light hand, the top of your strawberry. So it kind of grades down, gets a little darker as it goes out. Just kind of blend it back. And then that is definitely, it's really bright right here on camera, but you can see it. So I guess that's like the point. You could take your favorite blush to create it. If this is too much for you, go with something like Adored. Adored is pretty in this. And then I love these sort of lip saturated pencil, Lipsurgence type things from any brand. They're super easy to just put on and go. And I'm going to be taking the Tarte Lipsurgence in Adored. And that completes a gorgeous look that you can wear for day that'll translate into night. Anything that's too much for you, you can take down a notch, change the color. This is just my idea. This is something I'd be very happy to wear out, be very comfortable to wear out to work, out, whatever, and feel perfectly done for any occasion. So this is just my take on it. If it's too much for you, you can always use somebody else's tutorial or tone it down, whatever you need to do to find that look that's perfect for you. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.